I mean, we love the script and we love him, and so we had a great time with him on War Machine and wanted to do it again.
Yeah, sorry, we had worked with Timothy Chalamet on a film called Beautiful Boy. We're excited to work with him again. Joel Edgerton, we're actually working with now on something. Long admired his work. Incredible cast. Worked with Robert Pattinson on The Lost City of Z. Had wanted to work with Thomasin McKenzie after seeing her in Leave No Trace. Had wanted to work with Sean Harris after seeing him in so many great films and television shows. Just, Ben Mendelsohn we worked with on Killing Them Softly, so it was just, we tried to just suggest the people that we love, and David is impeccable at casting too. So.
Well, it's amazing.
Whenever I start working on a film, I never know actually what the right sound is, honestly, and it's an experimentation process. My first instinct actually was that because it was set in the 15th century, I was almost imagining what it would sound like if we imagined it was in the 25th century. What if it felt like it was the future? So I started creating these very strange sounds, some of which made it into the movie, some of which David pulled me back from. And there is a combination of some of these bass clarinets run through these tape filters, metallic sounds that have been distorted, and then also more, hopefully, kind of timeless sounds, things like the rich sound of lower strings, violas, cellos, and basses, weighted in the orchestra versus the violins, and boys choir. There's a sound as we enter France, the boys choir really enters, and that felt like it resonated symbolically with the story of this young man who is becoming king. So, and again, all recorded here in London, Trinity Boys Choir, amazing London musicians. So very happy to be here back in London. So, it was the first time that I'd worked with David, and we spent a week in March, actually, early on, where we watched the movie together, and what I like to do often is come up with sounds, just try to, it's really amazing, you just put up sounds against the picture, and you feel things, and you don't know, sometimes the sounds you're like, wow, that's completely wrong, so you try everything. And then David and I had a really amazing kind of hardcore period in early July, where he came from Australia to New York, and we did this huge amount of work together, and kind of loved that because it was almost like a fever dream. We just figured all these things out, and that's the way I like to work, is in person, in the studio. You can't do it otherwise, So that was definitely the process. Was we figured everything out in person. Yeah.
Life moves from tragedy to comedy in the blink of an eye in all of our lives, and sometimes on film that's a bit lost. Films can be a little bit too earnest, or they can just be just straight out funny. There's something nice about lightness living in darkness, and vice versa.